The shir is dedicated L'Zecha Nishmas Rachaleya Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. We have been studying Perek Lamed Beis in Yirmiyahu. Let's just overview the Perek. In the beginning, the Navi speaks of Yirmiyahu Navi B'chatzar HaMatorah, in prison. Tzidkiyahu HaMelech imprisoned Yirmiyahu because he was terribly enraged by the nevuah of Yirmiyahu Navi. Yirmiyahu Navi had prophesied. In Pasuk Gimel here we see it. Kama Hashem Hiduni Neisin Asayir Aziz Biyad Melech Bavel Ulechada. The city is going to be conquered by the king of Bavel, and Tzidkiyahu Melech will not escape. Miyad HaKazdim, he'll be given over Biyad Melech Bavel. V'diber Pivim Piv Einav Eseinav Tirena. And tragically, Tzidkiyahu will be led to Bavel, and there he will remain ad Pokdio Sonu Mashem. And then we have the following statement in Pasuk Vav: Vayom Yirmiyahu Hoyad V'Hashem Elai Limar. Hashem told him, Hine Chanamel ben Shalom Doidecha Ba'elecha Limar. Chanamel ben Shalom, your uncle, is going to come to you and going to suggest to you, purchase the field in Anasos. Even though all this is taking place right before the Churban is imminent. It seemed to be an irrational kind of act or behavior. He's told to purchase the field. It is your obligation as a goyel, similar to that which we find with reference to Ruz and Boaz being the goyel. Here also there's a concept of geula, which in Mitzvah Hashem we hope to discuss in the course of the next while. And he actually came to me, Chanamel. Yes, go ahead, Yirmiyahu, and purchase the field. I knew that this was a nevuah from Hashem Yisbarach. And what does he do? I purchased the field. And there are many halachas derived from these psukim. And I gave it to Baruch ben Neriah ben Machseah. And in fact, I told them in Pasuk Yudalid that all this should be taken and placed in the Kli Cheres, L'man Yamdu Yami Rabin, because all this is part of the Simana Milsahi that we've spoken about in the past, that the Nevi'im constantly are involved in performing, doing concrete things, and the way the Ramban writes in Parshas Lech Lecha, these simanim are important for what's going to be in the future. Pasuk Tezvav: Kicho Amar Hashem Tzvaka Yisrael Ka Yisrael. Oy Yikanu Vatim Isado Yisichom Mevaretz Azos. Once again, Klal Yisrael will return from Galus, and the houses will be rebuilt, and the fields will be replanted, and the vineyards will be tended to. And then the pasuk indicates the following, and on this we're going to be omeid in today's shir. And in Mitzvah Hashem, we also plan, we nether to discuss some elements of the Geula as well. But now we have the Tefillah that the Navi describes, and let's just for a moment remind ourselves that last week we actually had spoken about, in this particular Perek, an overview of the Perek we had given. We had divided it into two segments. We had noticed actually the parallels between this Perek and Lamed Aleph, because Lamed Aleph is also divided into two segments, and so is this Perek as well. And then we set over a beautiful idea from my Rebbe Harav Soloveitchik Zecher Tzadik Livracha, with reference to the idea of Hayipolei Me Hashem Kol Davar, and of course, as the Babi says, Lo Yipolei Mimcha Kol Davar. And then we noted as well, briefly, which we're going to discuss a bit more elaborately today, Yud Gimel Midos that are found here in truncated form. Let's just read again these psukim. Tazayin. V'espalel Hashem acharei siti yasefra mikno Baruch ben Neriah leimor. Aho Hashem Elokim. Hine atosi es hashamayim es haaretz. B'choichacha hagodol. U'b'zveacha hanetuya. Lo yipale mincha kol davar. Nothing is beyond you. Hashem is barach. Everything is within your ken. You are capable of doing anything. And here we have some of the Gilul Midos that are quoted in Psalim with Yud Ches. Ose chesed la lofim u'mishalim abayin avay selchek b'neihem achareim hakel hagodol hagibor Hashem tzvaka shemo. And here in this tefillah, when we examine this particular tefillah v'yirmiyahu, it seems to be remarkable, rather distinct, somewhat different actually than the other tefillahs that we find earlier on. The Yirmiyahu was mispalel Perek Yudalid Psukim Zayin Ches and Tes, and the other tefillahs as well. We have a rather unique element that's found in this particular tefillah. Let's just read one or two